11. Friends don't lie.
Stop it! You're freaking her out!
She's freaking me out! The upside down.
Do you understand what he's talking about?
No. I found the chocolate pudding!
Oh God, please tell me it's not the kid.
I need you to hide!
Mornings are for coffee and contemplation.
Holy shit.
Welcome back. My name is Kit.
I'm Andy.
And I'm Steve.
And this is Streaming Things, Streaming Stranger Things. This time it's season 5.
Season what?
5.
Five time we doing this coverage.
Episode 1. Data? The Crawl. We're finally back. It's been a million years. For those of you that are new, we've been covering this show since 2017. We did it twice. We
did, yeah.
Which sounds normal, but we also did a bunch of other shows, countless other shows. Some of them we even finished, but we're back for doing what we do best, which is Stranger Things. The way this show works, it's very important that you understand this. I know that we're going to have a lot of newer listeners this time around. We don't watch ahead. So we've only seen the first episode of season 5.
Yep.
We hopped straight on the microphones. We watched it all together as it premiered. We ran straight down here to the studio. And so we have not seen the rest. So you get to hear us, because 90% of you are still watching the show as we speak right now.
I've never been more jealous.
I was so bummed. So you're going to know more about what happens than we do. We're going to have guesses and theories for what episodes 2, 3, and 4 are going to look like. We're going to be so wrong. And it's so funny. I think that's a big part of the fun for you guys. But don't email the show with
spoilers.
Oh, episode 4 was fucking crazy, because, it's still going to take us 2 more days to catch up to you.
Yes.
If you do that, we're not going to block you or anything. We will Jay and Silent Bob you.
Yes.
We will reverse IP, show up, and stomp you out like the movie poopshoot.com guys. And that's a promise. So excited to do this. What we do here, we do overall thoughts, just in general. We'll go around the room and let you know what we thought of the episode as a whole. We'll do a scene-by-scene, play-by-play recap of the episode itself. And then at the end, we've got a bunch of fun categories we call our chocolate puddings. That's our top 3 favorite moments of the episode. We do our Easter Eggos. That's 80s pop culture references, kind of what Stranger Things is known for, whatever movies that are baked into the text itself. We try to identify those, which is much more impressive and difficult when it's live like this. And then our 11 out of 10 nominations. That's our favorite performance of the episode. Yeah, pretty excited to dive into all that. We also got something a little weird we do here. A little kooky.
A little something.
Each episode, we fill out a MadLib, and then we read whatever monstrosity we created at the end of the episode. Steve, this one's extra special, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, this is very special. So we've been on a pretty good tear recently, where listener of the show, Jim E, sent in some Dungeons and Dragons themed MadLibs to kind of replace our Stranger Things MadLibs, because we ran out of all the Stranger Things ones, the official MadLibs book. We did them all already on our rewatch.
Twice.
But thankfully, one intrepid listener on our Discord, which you can be a part of, it's patreon.com/streamingthings, Lavender Haze, customized some of her very own Stranger Things themed MadLibs for us to tackle on this episode today.
Wrote them out.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask these 2 jabronis for words, your adjectives, adverbs, nouns. What say you?
I'm ready.
And they will help me put pen to paper to craft a story that we will listen to at the end of the episode. You boys ready?
So ready. Let's do it.
Andy, you start us off.
Okay.
Andy, you are starting off. Give me a person in the room.
The nerd from the gummy clusters.
Like the little cartoon character, the nerd.
This little guy.
Okay, Kit Lazer, I need an adjective.
Snotty.
Andy, can I have an adjective?
Caked up.
You spent half of that airtime thinking if that was an adjective, didn't you?
Yes. Kit, can I have an adjective?
Scary.
Andy, hit me with a noun.
Whale tail.
Like the top of a thong appearing over
That is correct.
pants? Okay. Kit, I need a plural noun.
Droids.
Hopefully these were the ones that we're looking for. Andy, I need a verb.
Pluck.
I need another verb, Kit Lazer.
Reach.
Andy, hit me with an adverb.
Sassily.
I need animals, plural.
Beavers.
Andy, part of the body.
The medulla oblongata.
I just want you guys both to know I spelled that 100% correctly.
Never doubted you.
Kit, can you give me an adjective?
Stubborn as a hair on a biscuit.
Stubborn as a hair on a biscuit.
That's correct.
Okay, I just want to make sure I wrote all that down. It was a journey to write
Hairy
it.
biscuits. Huh?
Andy, I also need an adjective from you.
Oh my God.
Don't try to outdo my idiom.
I'm not out doing it. I'm just trying to, now that multiple words are on the table, I got to do something.
This opens up a whole new world.
Wait, what was I do? I was doing adjective?
Yeah.
Uncomfortably moist.
Oh, God. Kid, I need a part of the body.
Oh, a booty hole.
Yes.
1,000 times yes.
Andy, let's keep that energy rolling with a plural noun.
Plural noun. Condom wrappers.
Well, there's the end of the show. It's the way Steve's laughing.
Kit, give me a verb past tense. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Verb. Just give me a verb. Not past tense. I misread that. Sorry.
Slapped. Dumb. Slap.
Slap. That works. Give me a adjective, Andy.
Stoic.
Okay, only 4 more words. Kit, give me a noun.
Lego block.
Or wouldn't it be a brick?
Yes.
I don't want the nerds coming after us in the comments. Andy, hit me with a noun.
Fuzz.
Kit, give me a verb past tense.
Vomited.
And last but not least, Andy, can you give me a plural noun?
Peepees.
Okay, well, stay tuned to the end of the episode where you can hear the story that these two created titled Greetings from a Demogorgon.
Ooh.
It's a fun title.
Thank you so much for making custom MadLibs for us, Lavender. Okay, guys, we've waited many years for this. The last time we were all together around this table was a couple of days ago, but the last time we were around this table talking about Stranger Things was a few weeks ago. But the last time we were around this table talking about new Stranger Things was 2022.
Hey, whoo.
Never been this table before.
Yeah, this is a brand new table, brand new space. Since then, the pod has gone places.
Oh, yeah.
It feels like so long ago, but it's been 3 years ago.
That's right. Back then, we were the #1 Stranger Things podcast in the world.
Yeah.
Let's run it back.
Let's run that back.
Let's run that back. Let's do that.
So I'm so excited to hear your thoughts. We haven't even talked about it amongst ourselves, how we're feeling about this whole thing. We just watched again the first episode of season 5. Andy, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. That was a really good episode. That was a lot of fun. It was so much of the build up and anticipation for me was, where the fuck do you go from there? Because we ended the last season with massive gates ripped through the town. The hell is breaking loose. Literally plumes of smoke are shooting up from downtown.
Literal
Hawkins. Plumes. So yeah, what do we do? And we cut to a year and a half later, I guess. This is November.
I think it's 17, 18 months.
18 months, yeah.
So it's been a hot minute.
1987, Andy, you and I are now alive in the Stranger Things universe.
We are. So what did they say that was? November 3rd. So I am 4 days old.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm a couple months old. Yeah.
2-3 months. You may be taking a poop right now, probably.
Maybe.
I'm still a twinkle in my dad's balls.
Ding. But yeah, so we jump in. I love that Robin is working as this underground pirate radio host. It's so fun. I love
it's her nervous energy, and she's a character that always talks fast. So what a perfect job for her.
For sure. Yeah.
Make her a radio jockey.
Yes, absolutely. It fits perfectly. I love this dynamic between Steve and Jonathan where they're trying to one up each other for Nancy's affection. It's really fun. So much of this, where do we go from here, that I had this anticipation for in the last season. I'm like, oh, of course you do that. That's so fun and interesting and amazing. 11 doing her Luke Skywalker building up my powers stuff and Dagobah is fucking awesome. I think that this, I especially need to shout out Dustin being stepping into Eddie's shoes and being kind of a badass now is super fun. He's not just the nerd anymore. And I'm having a really good time with that.
It's so heartbreaking and sweet. He even is growing his hair out so he would have Eddie's curly mane.
Yeah.
You know? It's so sweet.
Yeah, it's super cute. So I my heart broke when we had to hit stop when the next episode started to automatically play, because I can't wait for more. It feels like we never left, and that's the best praise I could give them, because after this much time, the concern is it not going to feel the same anymore? The kid's too old or whatever. No, not at all. Feels great. Good to be back.
A lot of time has passed, but I haven't skipped a beat. We've been doing this a long time. Later on, we're going to be telling our grandkids about this. When I was younger, things were strange.
Didn't you know?
Well, our improv got worse, but everything else is the same. Steve, what did you think of episode 1?
I thought it was amazing. Like, how great does it feel just to be back in this world? I mean, I might be a little bit more biased because we haven't recorded it this way in a while, where we watch the episode together, take notes together, and then immediately run downstairs, turn on the mics, and just hear what each other has to say for the first time.
This is streaming things.
Yeah. This is such a good feeling.
Now, this is pod racing.
Wizard. And like what Andy said, I'm just so glad that we're just thrust right into things. I was really worried leading up to the season because there's that big time gap, the 18 months. I was really worried they're going to do this like, geez, this last year at school's been real weird. Wonder when Vecna's coming back. No, these kids, Hopper, all of them have been, on it. They've got a plan. They've been after that guy since the end of season 4. And I really like that. They weren't resting on their laurels, waiting for him to come to them. They've been actively searching for him. It really makes the season feel like a couple of the seasons of Stranger Things, like seasons 2 and seasons 3, had like a slow build to them. It wasn't until like halfway through the season where you're like, all right, we're moving now. Here we go. Right off the jump, we are moving. We are rolling. And it feels amazing and great. Like last episode we recorded of Stranger Things, it was the season 4 finale. And we were supposed to rank the 4 seasons, where we would put season 4 in our ranking. And we kind of put a pin in it. We like TBD, it's number 2 for us out of the 4 seasons, but it might be number 1 depending on how they land the ship. And we talked about how season 4, how we view it will be dictated by how well season 5 lands a plane, because season 4 feels the most incomplete because there's more story to tell. And that's obvious with this episode. It just feels like an extension of season 4. And some people might be like, I really wish you could have had some more of the, hey, we're hanging back and having fun and being silly and playing D&D stuff. I would love to see that too, but we got to get this guy. We got to get Vecna.
It's like kind of hard when
holes in the town.
Yeah, you end on an apocalyptic event. It's kind of hard to. It'd be silly to get back to that.
Exactly. But other than that, I think the inclusion of Baby Holly and the expansion of her character is great. It is a little weird because that character was 6 years old last season. She's what, 12 now?
I don't know how old she's supposed to be. Neither does Ted.
Yeah, I like that they called that out, though. It's like a nice little meta joke. But I mean, she's great. Like when she's riding the bicycle with Mike and all of them, it just felt like a breath of fresh air. Like, here's a character that's been in the world the whole time, has always been kind of a joy to talk about. Like we always joke that Baby Holly's drinking in the background.
Alcohol, yeah.
She's drinking alcohol. She's
sobered up for this season.
She's sobered up. She's got a new pair of overalls, a new Huffy, and she's got a new lease on life, a new invisible friend. We all love those. Mm-hmm. And no, it just felt good to see her like a part of the gang. And it seems like she's going to be a pretty big, a much more important character this season. And I'm excited to see where they go with that. Another Wheeler I got to shout out is Mike. I think this is the first episode in a long time. We got hints of it in season 4, but it's the first episode in a long time where I absolutely felt like, yes, this is the Mike Wheeler that we all liked in season 1. Like I don't know what they took a long turn of character development and him, being kind of a dickwad for a good chunk of those seasons. And now he's back to the heart of the D&D group.
I think a lot of that comes from his scene with Baby Holly, where he's like, hey, you got to talk to Holly the heroic. She'll take care of you. I think this is the first time he's talked to his baby sister in this fucking show, right? Like, yeah, it's crazy.
Well, she was normally drunk and hard to talk to.
Totally.
You know?
Get out of my room.
Talking in circles.
Monster in the trees.
More juicy and sippy. Chop, chip, chop.
Yeah.
Kit, what'd you think?
Yeah.
I really like this episode. It was a brutal thing to have to pause it and come down here and talk about it, because it's obviously very much set up. There's so much of this new status quo to be reckoning with, and it's such a fun. While I agree with Steve, this is the most like yes and season so far, where it's so connected to the season before it. I think more than any other. Even though 2 is basically just 1 again. And I think that's the worst part about it. But it still took a long time to kind of like gear up. at the same time, we do have this fifth completely different vibe in the sense that now there's this like dystopian police state in Hawkins on top of everything else that we deal with, which is something completely new and one of my favorite like subgenres of sci-fi and thriller. I love this shit so much. I'm so excited about that whole dynamic. I love that Elle is able to speak for the most part without any kind of strangeness, and that became so like ham-fisted after like season 2, and now they're just letting her talk. You know, there's a little bit of a
she said, you said I lie. And I was like, come on.
You're like 30. I audibly said, oh, fuck yeah, when Dustin was walking down the hallway, because I immediately picked up on what they're doing. He's wearing that Hellfire shirt, which is a big fuck you to everybody. He's angry, but he's like fighting back really well, and he's toughened up, and he seems to have embodied what he thought Eddie was so much. And he wants to be that for the other lost sheep. And so he's really taken on that mantle. And I think he's not someone you would expect to do that, you know, like have the studded belt and the brass knuckles or whatever. And so I would never have guessed that, even though I should have. And it's so fun and interesting that they're doing that. And Holly specifically, like Steve talked about it, I think that is huge what they're doing, because it's a character we've always loved, but isn't even really a character. It's just a baby.
Yeah.
We've loved it. I think I have an extra affinity for Holly just because of our show making so many jokes about drunk baby Holly that it's become kind of mythic. Holly's more than Holly actually is to us. So that now that they've made her a character, I'm immediately like, oh no, that she's in trouble. As soon as they announced that Poltergeist would be a big influence on this season, I text you guys and I was like, oh, Holly's so cooked. Because if you've seen that movie, you know,
girl,
the whole
avoid
plot.
Lights. Yeah. Don't go into them.
Don't go towards the light. And when Mike was talking to her, I had this weird feeling like, I'm such a selfish bastard. I've never thought about the impact of all of this on Holly. It's kind of like, imagine, so like COVID sucked, you know, for all of us, but the people who were like 10, hold on, stay with me.
Yeah, I'm with you.
The people who were like 10, it sucked on a completely deeper level.
Oh, that's like on a monumental, foundational level.
Yeah, because they haven't.
And younger, yeah.
And that's how Holly has been. She's not really aware of like Vecna, the Demogorgon and all that, but she's dealing with the trickle down fallout, her entire upbringing of all of this shit. She's got PTSD, traumatic stuff she doesn't know anything about. Now she got Mr. What's-It manifesting as a result of that trauma.
People are snagging her Light Bright and just taking off with it.
Oh yeah, like giving you Skittles. I didn't want these. I wanted my Light Bright,
right,
you know?
Fucked up.
And then she had to get sober. I'm sure that was a tough time. And now she's on lockdown. But literally, like there's soldiers everywhere.
Yeah.
It's tough for Holly. And I never even thought about how she was coping or feeling. And now I'm like, oh man.
And the episode, that scene did something with her, the one with her and Mike. I never even considered that he's protecting her. She doesn't know any of that. Because he's like, oh yeah, there's no monsters. Monsters aren't real. And I don't know why it ever occurred to me that made me think that he'd be like, yeah, Holly, they're definitely monsters.
Right.
That's why she's drunk all the time. That was in my head canon. But no, he doesn't talk about that shit to Ted or Karen, his parents. So why would he tell Holly? And I don't know why I never thought of that. But when he said, I'm like, oh yeah, of course. That's so wild.
That was a little crazy when he was like, monsters aren't real. He's stupid.
Yeah.
Like you of all people have like, your friends do lie, apparently. Brothers lie.
They're monsters. They're everywhere. Holly, they're underground.
You have seen so many monsters.
There are miles of tunnels full of them beneath our feet.
Right to your bedroom.
They'll come out of the ceiling. You won't even see it coming.
Don't worry. The leader of the monster said you specifically are cooked. But I think he was just bluffing.
Yeah.
Anyway, have a good day.
Yeah. Enjoy school.
Big bro out.
That's not weird. She has an imaginary friend in this town. Nah. Better not think about it.
But phenomenal episode 1 setup. I'm so stoked at this like whole dystopian government thing. And I can just see when the lid blows off of this place and they have to let Elle gets angry. She's been training.
She's like an actual superhero now.
She's flying. She's popping pumpkins.
She's almost a Bob Newby level. That's what I'm going to say.
She's been running Tough Mudders every weekend for the last 18 months.
Her time's getting better.
Yeah.
She's going to be sponsored by Surfer Boy Pizza.
Hell yeah, dude. That little bald chick schmacks.
Try before you deny, man. No, her hair grew out again.
Oh, yeah, she's got like.
Do you think that's her real hair finally? Since season 2, it's the first time she'd have real hair, I think.
I don't know. I feel
She
like
was wearing a headband the whole time, wasn't she?
Yeah.
well, she had
tell.
it tied back in a knot or something.
It does still look a little wiggy, huh?
Everybody's looking good. Hop's got that beard now.
What's with the beard?
That's good shit.
You think so?
What it is.
Oh,
yeah.
as a bearded.
Yeah, love it.
Well, I think the practical reason for why the beard is they were filming this at the same time as they were filming Thunderbolts, so he probably couldn't lose the beard.
Oh, you think so?
I think so. I think
He's
I read
Red
that
Guardian mode? Mm-hmm. Because he looked drastically different. He had lost all that weight and shaved everything. He did a complete shave.
Yeah.
You know, an everything shower, probably down below too, for season 4.
I mean, he's in a relationship
The
now.
Russians are
with
like-
choice.
Sheave the coin purse.
At least it wasn't a Henry Cavill and he shows up with this huge bushy mustache. And it's just like, all right, Hop.
That'd be cool, though.
Yeah,
Didn't he have a mustache
could
in
rock
season
it.
3?
Yeah, he had a mustache and
He's
2,
kind of
3.
just had like a scruffy goatee.
I think in 3 he was definitely rocking the mustache because it was
Magnum PI
a
thing.
Just
Magnum
a-
PI thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're right. You're
that was an
right.
Eggo because he also looked like Miami Vice shirts and all that.
Yeah, I'm
Take
excited
it back.
to
Bring it back.
I'm excited to finish this up and rank all the seasons. And it's just it's Stranger Things will be gone. It's crazy, dude.
See the end of this story that we started so long ago.
Well, let's go through the play-by-play, the scene-by-scene recap. You can email the show at streamingthingspod@gmail.com. My Russian came in a little bit. Email the show, streamingthingspod@gmail.com. You can
AOL.com.
go to patreon.com/streamingthings to get these episodes sooner and ad-free, and also all of our bonus content. If you like what we do here, we've covered all of Game of Thrones except for the last few episodes of season 8. We're finishing that up now. Midnight Mass, Arcane, all kinds of stuff over there in the Patreon feeds. A couple hundred different movies. But let's get into it after a quick break from one of our sponsors. And we're back and we're ready to recap The Crawl, season 5, episode 1, which Netflix describes thusly. November 1987, the gang evades the military to scour the Upside Down for Vecna, but fails to notice a threat lurking closer to home. Is that what happened?
I didn't notice it either. Whatever that threat is. So
Is it the Demogorgon? It has to be the Demogorgon, but how would, I mean,
maybe it's Dr. K. Maybe it's Mr. What's-It.
Mrs. Wheeler? How dare you?
Mrs. Wheeler.
Mr. What's-It? No.
It's probably Mr. What's-It is the threat they failed to find lurking closer to
I
home.
will say I was battling myself throughout watching this episode. I forgot to say this in the overall thoughts. Is it kind of stretching my willing suspension of disbelief that they're so dismissive of what Holly is enduring after all of the paranormal things that they've been through? Do you know what I mean?
Oh, that the parents are like,
she
oh,
keeps
she's
seeing
got
an
an imaginary friend.
yeah, and it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Well,
they're all the kids are like, I mean, that's silly. Any hoozle, let's find this psychic warrior we're trying to find.
Probably drank too much.
It's like, yeah, you know, it's like, but then I'm like, well, she's a kid, and you know, she's never been involved. I don't know.
Yeah. And I mean, we haven't really seen, other than Mike talking to her at the school, none of the other characters that are hip to the psychic nature of what's going on in Hawkins talk about it.
Yeah, Mike's not a goss.
No, he's not. He's the heart.
But it starts with this flashback to Will in the Upside Down.
Will.
Which was released 3 weeks ago. They dropped the first 5 minutes of this on YouTube. I just watched it a couple hours ago because I'm not that guy, pal. You know? Show me the fucking episode when I get the whole episode.
You did watch the 5
I
minutes?
did watch it because it's like my job or whatever. And also I was like, I can like chill for the first 5 minutes if I watch this twice, you know? And it wasn't much anyway. It's Will. It's a flashback to when he was first taken.
6 days in, so November 12th.
It's the period where he finally got caught at Castle Byers that we never saw, kind of the in-between.
In the show, we see him looking at the wall of Castle Byers, and the episode ends with like just the walls being crashed in.
Got him. That's all we knew, right?
Yeah.
Turns out he's a bad motherfucker. He was climbing trees and
Yeah, he
shit.
did.
He blasted the Demogorgon with a gun.
Dude, he popped up with that thing like, try something, motherfucker.
Which wasn't that a big point of contention in one of our rewatch episodes, whether or not Will still had the gun?
It was, yeah.
Now we know for
curious about
sure.
that. He did bring the gun, and he
Hopefully I was the one that was right. I doubt it. I feel like I said
Hopefully
he dropped
I
it.
was the one that was right.
Steve, you want to?
I hope I was wrong.
But yeah, he's pumping back them slugs into that dude, and slugs meaning shotgun shells.
Oh, he's about to get plugged with slugs himself here soon.
Which is so weird. He jumps really far. It's like he's Mowgli all of a sudden.
Yeah, he climbs that tree and then like jumps to a completely other one in that shot where he's like jumping and the Demogorgon's like reaching for him and the lightning's happening in the sky. That's dope.
Sadly, no upper body strength. He falls.
Oh, yeah, he eats shit.
And his backpack catches him, but he gets knocked out, then dragged around like a rag doll. The Demogorgon takes him back to the lair. Vecna shows up. Thank you for the delivery, DoorDash Demogorgon.
You're welcome.
I don't tip.
Oh, man.
Oh, hi. And then, apparently
hours too.
the slug pumping was Vecna. He just hooks, he's got like a little line there, a slug line.
Yeah,
hooks right up to Will.
We're going to do beautiful things together. We're going to mine what I call Bitcoin, Will.
Open wide.
It's going to be huge.
We find out that the Demogorgon didn't do much other than capture Will because we see that Vecna's the one that tied Will up in the vines and like put the thingy in his mouth and started. I gotta say that like when the camera shows like this is the bubbly pustule thing on the ground that's pumping the juice. Let's follow the juice through this translucent tube into this child's
That's
mouth.
a lot more slugs than we thought.
This is a lot. That kid's tummy is full.
I don't
Please
like that
stop
at all.
it.
I didn't like it at all. I'm with you there, buddy.
I like my tummy being full of nice Stranger Things themed cocktails.
Made by Erica.
Made by Erica and Blofpum. What'd you call it? A VH1?
Yeah.
I think so.
It's the upside down, maybe.
Yeah. DM us for the recipe. There's some gin in it. It's really good.
Not mine. I'm sober. It's themed. I have a mocktail. But anywho, so let's not digress. We get the title sequence. As you know, it goes, and I cried a little bit. I'm not going to lie. I got choked up because it's like, this is how this podcast started. Mm-hmm. Watching that title screen, getting all excited, looking around at my boys. My boys! Back then, a mere 50 people listened to the show.
If we're lucky.
And it ballooned to 300. And then years later, it's like we all get to do this and have so much fun with such a big community with hundreds and hundreds of people in the Discord.
We just had over 100 people attend our second ever live show.
From all over the world.
All over the world.
Shit.
Yeah.
Fun stuff. Crazy, unreal. So that, I was just like, oh no, this is like the beginning of the end of the beginning.
Yeah.
New phase. But we cut to November 3rd, 1987. Holly is huge is my first note. Because she's so grown up.
She's real tall.
Got a whole personality.
She's supposed to be 10 now. I looked it up. In this season, they retconned her to being 10.
So they added 4 years?
Yeah.
Or I guess 3 because it's 2 or 3. Yeah.
2 to 3
Not
years.
a big deal.
Yeah.
She waves to like a face through the sprinkler outside. We find out later that she's got this like to her imaginary friend, but it's probably some kind of evil entity as we know.
When she was waving in the moment, did you guys get any red flags from that? Or
Absolutely.
Were you like, who was that?
This is Stranger Things. That's a strange thing.
That is one of those things that happen to be strange.
In a show like this, they're not just going to be like silly Holly, I was like, who the fuck is that?
Waving at the neighbors.
It's just a mailman like, acceptance letter is coming.
That kid's weird.
At the time, I was like, I hope it's a supernatural entity. It could just be a predator.
What if it's a good entity that is looking out for her?
Mr. Clark.
Yeah, Oh my god.
Oh my God.
And he's learned how to what's that called when you can astral project?
Yeah. It's just like him and his mustache, astral projecting.
Yeah. He's helping me.
Come with me on my curiosity voyage.
Yeah. He's like the Miss Frizzle of this universe.
Oh my God, please.
But Karen says, round up the troops. She just screams upstairs.
Breakfast.
We find out the buyers are all living there at the Wheeler house because Joyce is in the bathroom. But then
They sold that house.
Jonathan. Yeah, there's nowhere for them to stay.
Yeah.
I have a big question that's not really answered. If you guys can answer it for me. Is Hopper like hiding or does the town know he's alive?
I think he's hiding.
Which is kind of ballsy. He's just walking through the woods and the field and stuff to the radio station in broad daylight.
Yeah. Because I think if he made himself known, there's such a big government presence, they would be like,
where's Jane?
Were you with the Soviet Union? Where's Jane? What's happening? So he's got to keep a low profile because that also helps them with their sabotage that they're doing.
Sure. Well, they're not doing a sabotage.
Or the crawls.
And it's so cool that they're using the tunnels from season 2 as like their underground tunnel system
And
around town.
the bus in the junkyard from season 2.
Yeah, super cool.
Yeah. And season 1, right?
Bunch of yeah, but they just like fight there, but they don't like get in the bus and do a whole thing with Max, I hope they save Max soon. I want that character. I want that character back.
Sadie Sink is too good to be in a hospital
Come
bed.
on, get her out of the bed.
A season.
And they're not even setting it up, so it's not episode 2 either. You know what I mean? It's like, dang. Is it going to be like a fucking end of part 1 thing.
The end of season or episode 4 is her waking up.
Exactly. That's what I fear might happen.
Yeah.
I know what to do.
But no bacon for Ted. He's probably pissed about that. Dustin swore, if it's the last thing I do, I'll eat you at a house and home. And he sent his troops there to carry on his mission.
That dolly shot of Ted at the head of the table, just regretting every life choice that led him to that moment, is chef's kiss. And then he gets that little itty bitty piece of bacon off the table.
That's worse than none.
I know. It's like a slap in the face.
They did that on purpose. Holly was like,
For sure.
I'm going to go bury my sorrow in a tub of cheese balls.
Holly is afraid to miss the morning squawk, which it turns out is Robin Buckley, Rockin' Robin.
Rockin' Robin.
And Steve on the 1s and 2s. Apparently that's the case in every universe. Every time Steve played a little sound effect, I was like, my Steve does that too.
Hey.
Goddamn right.
That's right. Steve's everywhere unite. And we find out through her expository DJing that they're in quarantine and that the whole town's on lockdown by the government and that they've patched up the big rifts in the earth with those metal slabs and how
I love how they're like, there's giant rifts leading to hell on Earth. I don't know, just covered up with a big metal sheet.
Fill them up. And the kids are just sledding on them.
They don't like that though.
Yeah.
The government does not like that.
could
So this
fall
is
into
her
hell.
500th broadcast. And so she must have started doing this pretty shortly after the end of season 4.
She made those PB&Js with Vicky, and then they opened up a radio station.
And they get the, we talk about the military access control zone, the MAC-Z, which is around a giant gate, like an actual gate.
The Big Mac.
And it also looks like because it's near the gate, it's more upside downy around that area, you know, a lot more like dandruff and stuff in the air.
Well, that was where all the gates converged, was at the library where MAC-Z is.
Is Mike C at the library? I see. Oh, I mean, all the gates, all the like rifts.
Yeah, all the rifts converged at the library at the end of season 4. And
But there's like an actual gate to the upside down there, which
Yeah.
I don't think the holes in the ground were, or were they?
They called them gates because they called it like Watergate and stuff. But
well, he's talking about when they were.
Well,
'cause they
Watergate
have that,
was a
they
gate,
have
but
that
I don't-
They have that same red, tenderly goopy membrane.
What I'm saying is if you jumped into one of them rifts, would you end up in the upside down? I say no. I say you die. I think it's just like a hole in the ground.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Obviously, we don't know, but I'm just saying what I'm saying.
I hear what you're saying. I'm picking up where you're throwing down.
Because I think what happened was when Max was dead for that minute, they were becoming, I'm coming,
Yeah.
the gates said, and then cut off.
So they like met in the middle by the library and made that one gate, but then the other ones were just kind of like,
It was a denial. Exactly. Some people are into that. Vecna's not.
I like getting what I want.
That's right. It's time for my suffering to end. Yeah. So then Robin has a date that night with Vicky, who is listening. But then the power starts wonking out. Steve immediately radios Dustin Henderson, wants a little IT advice. Dustin, he's a little moody nowadays. He's still mourning Eddie. His personality's changing. He doesn't have the same respect for Steve that he once had. Just fucking figure it out, dude. I can't be there all the time.
Can't solve all your problems. Learn Greek.
The attitude, Henderson's attitude. Do you hear that?
It's his tone.
Dustin also agrees with Robin that she was encouraging compliance because Steve wonders if the government shut them down. But yeah,
Yeah, that was a funny joke. Like, I doubt it. I've been encouraging compliance.
they can sense your sarcasm. But no, she was, the sarcasm was layered enough. Dustin's wearing his Hellfire Club t-shirt. We talked about it in the overall thoughts. And I wrote, fuck him, because I love it. I love it. Fucking Andy shows up. The flat bill guy is like the worst of that crew, of course. And Dustin's not taking any of his bullshit. You also told me to stop screwing your mom.
That was a great comeback.
That's bold. That's Cotton. That's bold.
That didn't stop me.
And then Lucas shows up like he's about to fuck Andy up, but then he doesn't. It's a weird vibe.
I think it's interesting because he shows up and he's like, you better not. And
You think he's like, I ripped Jason in half, dude.
I ripped him like a phone book.
Yeah, Steve. That's how it went down.
And it's such a fun turn of events where the nerds, the loser club, is ganging up on the popular kids. And
Yeah,
it's
they
like,
come
hey,
from all
fuck
sides.
you.
And then Will's there,
Keep
as
away.
always.
Swim
I'm
away,
also
Merle.
here. Yeah, They'll beat you up. I'll cry and I'll paint it. It'll be immortalized forever in art.
I like the little bit of a turn. There's a little bit of a turntables happening to Lucas when he shows up, and he's like, well, if it isn't the traitor, which is kind of fun because season 1, Lucas was the one that's like, you're a traitor.
Yeah.
So that's a fun little full circle moment for that character.
He's the traitor now. You know who we didn't see this episode? I should have mentioned it sooner.
Mr. Clark.
Erica.
True.
That's true. You can't spell America without her. Where's she at?
What the heck? Lucas says that Dustin is provoking the bullies and that everybody kind of agrees that he's doing too much. They're supposed to keep their head down, focus on the next crawl, which at this point in the episode, we don't know what a crawl is. And it zooms in on a missing poster of Jane Hopper. So she's laying super low. Where's Jane Hopper? Elle is running through the woods. And they do this neat editing trick where it looks like Lieutenant Colonel Sullivan and this chopper and all these soldiers are actively chasing Eleven, who's running, which I was like in for. Like, fuck yeah, dude.
Man, we're starting out real quick.
Yeah. And then they tranquilize some random chick.
Just some burnout.
Which I thought she was just like on a jog exercising, but I guess that meant like she's doped up running around the woods. Who does that? First off, as a former drug addict, that is never what we're doing.
She was on meth. A little different.
I feel like
did they call her burnout? Yeah,
they called her burnout.
But she was dressed just like her too. So like,
I thought she was exercising because she had like the sweats.
I thought that maybe it was like a decoy person that they sent out or something. But I think that's I'm reaching.
Oh no! What a shitty job that is.
Yeah. Hey, go out there and die.
Just wear these and run.
Yeah.
Why? It'll be fine.
There's a helicopter chasing me. I think we're gonna find out more what a burnout is or who she what
you think it's like a classification of person? Is that your theory?
Yeah, I wonder if it's just another
people that
case
freak out from the quarantine and try to leave.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm with you.
And they're thinking like, oh, there's a young woman kind of fits the description of Jane, has to be her because Sergeant Ramirez, we find out later, like it was a tip that I guess he got from Linda Hamilton that communicated it to Sullivan, and then that went nowhere.
I don't think he got it from Dr. K. Because she knew about it. She was more like pessimistic about future tips. So it didn't lead me to believe that she gave the tip. She was just like, oh, you're going to go get her.
But she knew that there was a tip.
Correct. She's like the boss there. She's the new Brenner. She's Mrs. B.
Mrs. B.
Dr. K is Mrs. B. She's Mama. You are like Mama. But yeah, it turns out Elle is fine. She's just training. It was a little editing trick, and Hopper and Joyce are there timing her. She did the whole Tough Mudder course in 12 minutes, 33 seconds. And we find out later why she's so like focused on lowering this finish time here. I can shave off 4 seconds if I jump the tree faster. And I took the note. She's talking so well. She did ruin it a little bit later, but I love that they're letting off the gas there a little bit.
Dude, when she slid down some piece of metal, she slides down it and immediately tucks and rolls cleanly under some barbed wire. I'm like, okay, girl.
And then did a big old jumpy jump.
Yes, she did.
Superhero landing.
Oh, that was so dope. She does a whoop-cha and like does a fly over the bus thing.
I didn't like that she called him
exploding pumpkin heads.
She called him Henry.
Oh, VH1 Vecna.
Yeah, it's like Vecna is like the villain name. Henry is a little too familiar.
But she's always been the one
that sees H-Dog's taking it easy.
What's H-Bomb up to?
Yeah.
Come on, guys, it's time to plan. How are we going to take down Preparation H?
It's a fair point, though. She was not a part of any of the conversations where
she knows him as Henry.
The gang was calling him Vecna.
And
that's just a pop culture reference to them. It's like us calling him Darth Vader.
And she was appealing to his humanity as Henry and not the monster that everyone else sees him as in the last
and I appreciate that.
A lot of people see me and just see a mean Grinch, but I'm more than that.
My heart grew 3 sizes when you hit me with that Molotov cocktail.
Murray shows up under a fake name, Austin Milbarge, and apparently he's allowed out of the quarantine, so he's bringing in what they think are groceries, but occasionally they're also grenades. I put the grenades under the lettuce.
He's a smuggler.
Robin and the gang are looking for the manual. We find out in this scene that Nancy and Jonathan are involved in the radio station in some form as well. Dustin has turned off his walkie so they can't reach him. They do find the manual. There's this really cool bit where Steve touches Nancy's hand, but it's very clearly on purpose too, that he's like, oh yeah, over here. And he's like purposely brushing her hand, and Jonathan notices. And there's a very subtle, like, you motherfucker, right?
Yeah. And Nancy has like a bit of like, oh God.
Oh yeah. She's not hating this attention. Do you think that the show will have the balls to end in a throuple? Jonathan and Steve kiss?
Please.
Lock it in. That's what's happening.
Come on.
Well, I would love that.
That would be the only thing I would accept. Or Jonathan just watches and takes photos.
That, we do know he likes to do that.
We got a little cheer for you, buddy.
Awesome.
But they realize from the manual that it's up there somewhere at the tippy top of the tower. And Steve and Jonathan both volunteer to climb. There's this like masculinity contest. And, he turns off the power, but Jonathan's already climbing up when he comes out there. And they both race to the top. And I love the bit that once they get up there, the girls aren't even watching because they're with Murray.
I fixed it.
That's the worst because everything that we do is because they're watching. And there's no point to even live.
Yeah.
If no one's watching, it's like a tree falling in the forest.
Did it even happen?
If a girl didn't hear it, it didn't.
Yeah.
Dude, even with them watching, I would have been like, yeah, nope.
That's such a not going to happen.
Yeah.
You ever been by one of those things and like thought about climbing up?
Oh, constantly.
It's crazy.
Every now and then I see those videos like, could you do this job? And I'm like, I would love to try.
If I get to the top, I'm jumping.
Oh. Oh my.
Are you okay?
Do we need to turn these mics off and have a talk?
Yeah. Don't you edit point that. Anywho.
They didn't have to do this, but the one small detail I love that they threw in is when they look out and it's from their POV seeing the empty driveway beneath them, they just added in that stock Falcon in the background just to really bring the point home that no one's there.
Yeah. The groceries have showed up early, which of course is Murray.
Santa's brought a full sack today.
God damn it, Murray.
Santa's brought a full sack today. He brought a telemetry tag, bullets and shells.
Pills, baby.
I was good. I was waiting for it. And a grenade salad and some jazz music. Do you think, is Jonathan like having trouble getting it up or like performing? That was a really awkward,
That was awkward, and I was trying to figure out what was going on.
He's like, I know you guys banged because of the jazz last time. Maybe this will help you.
I think it was more like it's a problem right now. Like there's no heat. Well,
there's probably some relationship issues, some tension between the two of them.
With the Steve thing going on.
Plus, I mean, their relationship didn't end in a great spot in season 4. I mean, they were together.
He's lying to her.
Yeah.
Now he doesn't have to tell her the truth because nobody's going to college because of the quarantine. Yeah. He's like, oh, I'm out. I'm fucking, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. K.
Reach down, God. Give me a high five.
But he feels bad about that, so he can't get wrecked.
So I need some
well, from Murray's point of view, it's not going to work. But there is a burn tonight. That's one of the most important tids and bits that Murray brought with his groceries. There's a burn tonight. We cut back to Dustin at school, and he goes into this classroom to see Jake the Snake.
Dude, I've never been more blue-balled by the show in my life. When he walks towards
Mr. Clark. He doesn't even teach in high school. He teaches elementary.
He could have gotten a transfer. School. He's not going to let those boys out on the world on their own.
I know.
Without him to guide their curiosity journeys.
I totally thought he was going into Mr. Clark's room too.
Steve was so excited.
And he's the type of guy who writes.
And it was a snake.
He's the type of teacher that wants to send the message, all students welcome, but he gets the sign that says all creatures welcome because it's sciencey and funny.
Yeah. Steve was so in denial. He was like, I could hear his brain almost going, how did Mr. Clark turn into a snake? That's crazy. What a weird power.
Oh my God. Does he know Voldemort?
Is he a parcel tongue? Lucas thinks that Dustin's lost his damn mind. They're talking at lunch, and then he shows up at the last second. They pretend to be talking about Andy the bully.
He's lost his mind.
Because he wants to start up Hellfire again and find some quote-unquote lost sheep, which we all know was Eddie's last wish, and that's why he feels so strongly about that, So it's actually endearing. Robin gives the signal, so over the radio station, so he has all this like secret code, North, G1, 10, 2 hours, that the crawl is tonight. She gives them all the details. Hopper, everybody around the town that's in on this is listening and writing it down. And 11 had been training again. And Hopper pretends not to know what her time was.
Like, time to go. Sorry, I love the song.
I think it was somewhere around like 12:40
ish. I started it late.
And they each have like their own like secret passageways. There's a secret door in the radio station. There's like a tunnel in the junkyard under the bus.
Secret tunnel?
Secret tunnel. That's right. And it's the old tunnels from season 2, as Andy pointed out. Nancy goes over the plan, as does Mike. So the Wheelers are both the heart in their own respective age brackets.
Dude, I fucking loved it that Nancy's like, it made it seem like Nancy was in charge of the whole damn operation. Like even Hopper would take orders from her if she told him out.
She's got that overhead projector. She's got a marker. She's telling them what's up.
I got a little, flutter in my heart when I saw that overhead projector.
Yeah.
That was good memories.
Yeah, I miss that shit.
Teach writing on that thing.
Hey, it's upside down.
Yeah, you had to let them know. Now they're just like, pull out your iPads, fuckers.
Don't they have those smart boards now? They look like chalkboards, but you can like draw on them and stuff. I don't know.
Everything's getting smarter except the children.
Got them.
6, 7. Dustin knows his job is to keep it between -60 and -70 dB. Which we find out later is like tracking where Hopper's position is in the upside down from the right side up. But I love that Dustin says easy peasy. He's carrying the torch for both Eddie and Bob, and everyone else is a motherfucker.
He's too sentimental.
You know?
Yeah. No love for Alexei yet. We'll see.
He doesn't speak Russian.
Well, he's gonna next episode. He's gonna hop into a
drink a
scene with
slushie.
a cherry slushie.
He didn't even know that guy. What do you want him to do, Andy?
I want to stop.
I miss Grigori. He was misunderstood. 2 whole hours to search for Vecna. That's what the plan is. But then they're kind of bummed. Steve points out G1's not that exciting. It's just like a was it a Best Buy or something?
Yeah,
something
Big Buy.
A Big Buy.
Big Buy. What's Vecna going to do? Shop for Lucky Charms?
And then we get the only clunky exposition in this episode is right here on what a burn is. It's like cuts to Mike reminding all of the crew what a burn is. You know what I mean? Come on, guys. It's where the soldiers, set the tentacles on fire and we have time to go try to find Vecna. We do it every day. And it's like, oh, all right.
Let's go. I do love the little bit where they actually give an in-universe name to what we've been referring to as the will tingle.
It's not any better than what we call it.
I like ours better, but who hasn't had his goosies in a while?
I'm telling you, they listen to the show.
Like, we can't use tingle. That's too damn good. Let's do goosies.
They've done over 30 crawls, and Elle has never found Vecna in the sensory deprivation tank that she's made in the cabin. Will has had no goosies, but they agree that tonight might be the night they put all the hands in. They're all happy wrestling while Will starts to feel weird and stand by himself. And for us, it's funny because right as I was like, oh, Will's actually happy and in the group for once, he's like, this guy. And I got really sad. Like, somebody pay attention to this kid. After all these years, they're all over there like, tickle fight. All of us are here. Let's do it. Can't think of anyone missing. And he's like collapsing against the tree.
I don't know about you, Kit, but when I'm in a tickle fight with my bros, I'm locked in.
You're locked in. You don't know which bros are there even.
I don't know where my fingers begin
and my bros end. They begin and my bros end. Let's have one right now.
Come on, guys. Let's do it.
I'm too teased. So what do we think do we have any thoughts on this new ailment that Will seems to be suffering from? Or what's the deal with the spinning?
It's a step up. I was going to say this is a new version.
But then the Goosies come back.
But then the actual Goosies come. So this is something completely different. The sky's spinning and stuff. And then obviously later we get some crazy POV shit. So this is something new.
It could just be ketamine.
Whatever he got pumped full of in the opening, that shit's activated.
I think
those were slugs. We've seen them.
Was it just slugs? There was a lot of shit getting pumped in there.
Well, I mean, he spat out like 18 demo dogs. So
that's true.
I think whatever is happening here is tied to what's happening with Holly, because he spins in the sky and gets all woozy, and then it cuts to Holly, who's looking at the sky as well, being spun super fast by Derek. So I think somehow Will is connected to maybe the Mr. What's-It thing. Something's going on there.
With Will and Holly and Mr. What's-It.
Yeah.
Will is the bent neck lady.
Oh, no.
Slender Man? Yeah, so then we do cut to, I love how all the other friends of Will are like, oh, maybe it's nothing. It's always typically nothing. Let's just go.
Will specifically says maybe it's nothing. And it's like, William.
You've been here, buddy.
I know you're a people pleaser and you don't want to worry people, but come on.
It is 99% not nothing. We cut to Holly on the merry-go-round, and Derek's being a dick. Apparently, he bullies her pretty often because Mike knows who he is and what he does.
I was shocked that this little bastard was doing this to her. Can I just
Holly's
say that?
like the most unbelievable person ever. She says, "What's she doing?" I mean, she had a little drinking problem, but she's addressed that.
Maybe she was mean to Derek when she was going through her.
She's a mean drunk.
Her liquors. Yeah. Hey, you little kid from Up, come here.
I know you're a Boy Scout.
But yeah, from all the promotion materials.
He keeps trying to get Ted to put balloons on his house. At the playground, she waves again at that sprinkler guy. There's a man there. We see his arm, and we hear him talking to her, or hear her talking to him. He is a jerk face. She's like gossiping about Derek, we presume.
Yeah.
And then the teacher sees that she's talking to no one. It's an invisible man.
I love when the teacher came out. You were like, Miss Frizzle?
She looks a lot like, but she doesn't have the same spark.
No, she doesn't have the. If she had an iguana, maybe.
And she's a little more judgy, you know?
That's true. Miss Frizzle would never snitch on
She'd
that
be like,
girl.
"Oh, you talking to Mr. What's it?"
Oh, let's get in the school bus and go up his butthole and see what's going on inside Mr. What's it?
We cut to this soldier, Sergeant Ramirez, walking into the lab. They've got like a tentacle in a box. That's cool. And Dr. K, Linda Hamilton's character, is in there. She's like in charge of this operation. The lead was no good. Dr. K.
Dr. K. Okay.
K-A-Y.
I didn't get that.
Pretty sure.
Oh, I believe you. I was just saying, like, I didn't see that.
You got it right.
You made me doubt.
Dr. K.
That's all.
For show.
I'm never in charge of this kind of thing. Jason's dead. And she's like, "Look, we're people are dying out here. This isn't working. I need the girl. She needs 11 more than anything else."
We don't know if it's 11. It could be Holly.
Give me Holly.
Come on, guys.
She just said
let's
the girl.
not be ridiculous. They were literally just hunting a girl they thought was 11 in the last scene. Use your fucking brain.
I'm just saying.
Maybe she's like, "Give me the girl Holly," but Sullivan's like, "No, I'm still on my shit from season 4."
Sergeant Ramirez can't find the little girl who's at school.
Because they won't get her.
Yeah.
You've been watching too many TikToks. We've disguised ourselves as an invisible man. It's almost working. Our plan is enacting. It's looking pretty
She's
upside
having
down.
a lot of hard times at school.
Yeah, that's right. I'm just falling back right now. She was crying. We've got our lead soldier, Derek, on the case.
Derek's an undercover head. Spinner. Make her sick.
Hopper claims to not know for sure what Elle's latest time was, because it turns out if she gets under 12 minutes, 30 seconds, she can go with him on a crawl. But he claims to not have seen it. Look, you want to find Vecna? Do it from the tub, remotely. Oh, you can't? You sucking that up right now? Yeah, do your job.
Oh, man, I wish someone could tell me to do my job from the tub.
Hopper still hasn't grown much emotionally where he's able to express the whys and wheres of his emotions. Because he could have sat her down like, "Look, I do need you. I need you to stay safe until the absolute most necessary moment." Everything he tells Joyce could have been expressed to 11.
Yeah, totally.
But he still opts for, "Because I said so," which has never worked.
Because I'm your dad.
You are like Papa. Yeah, and Joyce thinks that Hop is being hard on her. He explains all that to her, and he takes a shot at her. It'd be great if Will could help, but you keep that kid wrapped in bubble wrap, which she does later. Will tries to do something, and she's like, "No, you would suck at that."
Will is a little bit more proactive this episode than he has been in previous.
Why don't you go draw something? You could draw the truck. You know?
All those maps that they have on the overhead projector, Will made.
Oh, he's actually like using rulers and stuff now. That'd be so much better if there was just crayon and Nancy's like, "Thanks." And
Steve, you're driving the car. Dustin, you're in charge of logistics. Robin, you're in charge of the studio. Will, arts and crafts.
Bob liked him.
Will, here's a highlights magazine.
Which picture has something different? Go.
It's too hard. Poor Will.
I miss Mike. And they've been on 37 crawls. And he swears that if he does find Vecna, he's not going to try to fight him. I'm nuts, but I'm not that nuts. I'm going to need Elle. I know that. Blah, 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 right?
What's he get from the wall?
What?
We don't know. It's just a satchel of something.
Yeah, something.
Okay.
Porn. Weird time to grab the stash, but he doesn't know how long he's going to be in there.
He's leaving. He doesn't want anyone to stumble in there and find a spot.
It's just my Leia from Return of the Jedi poster. Not going to let Joyce have it if I die.
The beach photo shoot. Nerds know what I'm talking about.
That's right. But turns out she made it with a second to spare, and he knows it, and he's actually really proud. 12 minutes, 29 seconds.
I did like that little twinkle in his eye when he said it.
I love it. She deserves to go on that crawl. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the Hound when like Arya kills somebody in Game of Thrones. That's my girl.
You're a cold little bitch, aren't you?
I'm going to eat every fucking chicken in this room. Hopper? I love that show. He gets something out of a secret hidey hole. Yeah, we don't know what that is. Dustin had put Jake the Snake in Andy's locker. That's the field trip that he was alluding to. And he wrote graffiti Hellfire Lives on the inside of the locker. He is poking the bear, Steve.
He is. And Andy almost pisses. And everyone in the high school is like, oh, it's just a fucking corn snake. Everyone knows what a corn snake looks like.
Steve took that personally.
You fucking idiot.
He's like, I don't know my snakes.
I mean, if I opened a locker, anyone who opens a locker and a snake, that's pretty big.
A real live snake.
Right fucking there in your face. I think the appropriate response is, gah. And so, and
maybe a little piss.
Don't let these little kids gaslight you into thinking that you shouldn't be afraid of something called Jake the Snake.
The last time I went to mow my lawn for the season, I opened the door and there were 3 gardener snakes in there. And that freaked me out. It was unpleasant. Even though I know they're harmless, they're 3, like we're just biologically not okay. It's because of Eve in the goddamn garden. You know, factual historical things happened that caused me to fear snake. I'm a snake. So I'm with, and I hate to say I'm with Andy on any occasion, especially this particular Andy.
Andy is a victim of his own greed, wallowing in the muck of avarice.
What did I do?
To take the Snake Robertson quote.
Mike is waiting for Holly at the elementary school, but she's not coming out. So he goes in there. She's just in there reading. And she's sorry, they told me to wait, but the mom's in there. And she's talking with the teacher. So nobody communicated with Mike that there's other guardians present. You can just go home. But that's fine.
There's no cell phones.
Is this about your mystery friend again? So this has been a recurring problem that he's at least aware of. And she's terrified. There are monsters in Hawkins. He's helping me. There's no monsters, which is a complete lie. He knows also about Derek the mouth breather, and he talks to her about Mike the Brave, which isn't a very creative like D&D character name. None of them have creative names. Will the Wise.
It was Mike the Heart.
Yeah, this is Mike the Brave. He's the heart of the group.
We all used our actual names. You know, we were young. We were 11. We haven't changed them because it's like their stats are so high.
You carry him over from campaign to campaign.
At first, I thought he forgot the dude's name, but I guess his name is Mr. What's It. And,
I don't think so, because he calls it a couple different things throughout this conversation.
Does he?
He does.
He calls him mystery friend and Mr. What's It, but is there anything else?
I think there's a third one where I'm pretty sure there's a third one because I'm like, oh, interesting. It's a different thing.
I'm gonna call bullshit, and you're gonna have to prove me right, like
That's
you do.
Fair. Okay.
Or prove me wrong, Scar. You're gonna have to prove me right.
I like being wrong.
And he gives her the Holly the heroic figure. You think he really had that made for her, or he just pulled out like
that was 11's,
like Eric? Yeah. Here.
He painted Max's figure. She's not using it.
She's our cleric.
That's a wand, not a skateboard.
Yeah, he tells her that she's a cleric. Didn't even let her pick her own class. That's misogynist, but whatever.
I know. I was kind of like, dude.
Let her roll for stats, dude. What the hell? Will is telling Lucas about that feeling that he had. And at first it's like, why is Lucas being such a dick? Like, cool, man, yeah. And then the camera pans and it's like, oh, they're at Max's bedside.
Yeah, he's a little distracted.
And Will's just yapping.
All right, I got all that off my chest. I'm going to go get a drink.
You want a soda? Well, I'm feeling pretty good about the situation of everything. Aren't you, Lucas? Yeah, man.
He like goes to set his Coke on top of Max, like to the
table. He's whistling as he goes out. I'm running up that hill.
It's a catchy song.
It is. Maybe we'll find him this time. Lucas plays Kate Bush on the boombox.
He looks at the drawing that he drew to ask her out on a date.
Yeah, but when they couldn't talk during the secret mission, Bomber did. Argyle pops in. Not cool, man.
It's a real bummer.
Will sees Robin come in. Hey, Rockin' Robin.
Rockin' Robin
Like
from the Squawk.
From the radio. I don't know you in any other capacity. But she's there to see Vicky, who's working at the hospital, which tracks because the last time we saw Vicky, she was volunteering along with everyone else, like with the like local Hawkins refugees.
She's just a caregiver, you know?
She's got to cancel the date tonight, but tomorrow, every date at Enzo's is cursed, by the way. You should never book a table there.
No.
Because I doubt that's going to happen that
But
day.
Enzo's is the place in Hawkins because Vicky's like
It's the Olive Garden, basically.
Vicky's pretty upset. She's like, "You're canceling the date. That sucks." She's like, "But good news, we're going to Enzo's." She's like, "What time?"
Unlimited breadsticks?
Ooh, they got the olive oil shit that you dunk your bread in.
Oh my God.
Got that Chianti.
Robin makes a joke about stealing Mr. Pendergast's wallet, who just died. That's not funny. He's a nice man.
You don't need it.
And then Will sees her kissing up on Vicky and blows his Coca-Cola.
That's how embarrassing.
Oh my goodness. Do they see that it was Will that saw them or just someone?
Robin sees and has an immediate like, ah, shit reaction.
Because she knows it's Will, though.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's going to be an awesome development. Pretty excited about that. Dustin, because Will is like, oh shit, because obviously, oh no, maybe it's not obvious. It is obvious, right? That he's a closeted gay, and
Yeah, totally.
now he gets to see another homosexual in his friend group, and he's like, hell yes.
Wait, that's possible?
But Robin's like, oh no, I'm probably being judged. Does she not know that Will's gay?
I don't think anyone but maybe Jonathan knows.
For sure,
1000% Jonathan.
Yeah.
And Argyle, just because, you know, he's intuitive.
I don't think Argyle knows Will's name.
Try before you deny, man. I'm pansexual.
Hey, I like pineapple on my pizza, pineapple on my partner, pineapple on my penises. I try before you deny. Comes in a can.
Dustin visits Eddie's grave. Stop laughing. It's very sad. His grave was graffitied, and Dustin's like, oh man, they'll get bored eventually. And Andy and his whole crew show up. Even that one guy who really clearly doesn't want to bully.
That guy's new.
I'm here as well.
Hiya. Oh, we're bullying this
They're all
guy.
like, what's up, dick breath, chode, douche, hi.
We miss an important part. Like they have graffitied his tomb with "Burn in Hell," and Dustin assumes it's paint because he came prepared with lacquer. But then when he goes to take it off,
thinner.
it's not paint, it's blood. He killed Jake the Snake,
Oh, yeah.
and he killed that snake.
It's blood. And he hits him with the prismatic spray, the violet kind, which is the strongest.
Causes blindness.
I was so fucking impressed with how well he fights back.
Totally. There's like fucking 5 of those
He
dudes.
gets a few good licks in, throws the paint thinner at all of them and shit. I wish he'd have had a lighter. That'd have been a plot twist. They're all like, "Ah!" And he's like, hey, you should have fucked with me.
Right.
This is what happens.
That's why you don't fuck with people.
First Vecna, now you, bitch.
You never know what they're capable of.
My buddy ripped Jason in half.
Like a phone book.
They start stomping the shit out of him, and everybody's trying to radio him. You know, he bites a couple of them and stuff, but to no avail. Those chompers were put to good use.
I'm glad he got teeth.
There was a time
Oh,
he
yeah,
did,
that's a good point. He uses those fucking gnashers.
That's right.
Let's go.
Oh my God, if he had done that,
He had tried to seduce him.
he bit the guy and went,
He's got his shirt ripped already. No one wants to see that, Dustin. I think you're wrong.
What if they ripped his shirt and then Andy got really uncomfortable because he finds out that he's growing a jungle like Steve Harrington under there?
Oh, yeah. Pulls out his binoculars.
He's like, whoa.
Hellfire dies with you, Henderson. Are they going to fucking kill him?
I think they might.
Are they going to try?
Yeah, I mean, all 80s bullies are basically just
Murderers.
closeted serial killers.
He's just going to be in a bed next to Max next episode.
Oh, jeez.
Yes.
Why is there a Coke on me?
And suddenly, Will, hey man, suddenly Dustin is an hour late at the Squawk. They're trying to reach him, but Mike, Elle, and Joyce, or Mike sees Elle, Joyce, and Hopper show up. It's the first time we've seen Mike and Elle together this episode.
Isn't that wild that we got this far into the episode before those two are on screen
And
together?
thank God, like you
it's
said,
crazy.
Mike's like a likable character again, but also like we're not so focused on their relationship, you know? It's just like, okay, that's happening. There is a little weirdness where she doubts their future after all this. But other than that, they just seem like that's not the focus because, hey, the world's ending and whatnot. They talk on the roof. Maybe tonight's the last night. You know, they're all hopeful. And then once Vecna is defeated, then what? And he's like, oh, in my campaigns, they can't return to their village because too much has happened. So they go to a different land and live happily.
You ever heard of Bilbo?
He goes to the what are they called?
No,
The Grey
No.
Havens?
The Grey Havens, but also the there's another name.
It began with V.
Not Valinar. That's
super far away lands. Yeah.
Yes.
Undying Lands?
Oh, I think so.
Let's be honest, it's Tolkien. There's a lot of names. There's a lot of names.
The Undying Lands, also known as Valinor.
You were right. I apologize. Up top.
Boom.
I know you like to be wrong, but you weren't that time. Hopper is locked and loaded. He's got a pistola. He's got the M4, I think that is. Maybe M16. I'm not sure. How does Henderson's wheel thingy work? Because Dustin's not there, so Steve's trying to figure it out in the van.
They've got like an antenna on top of the radio station van that they can swivel around.
So I guess a telemetry thing is like an air tag. But they don't have those yet. They don't have Apple Air tags yet.
Yeah, because they call it the tag, though. They say the tag is active.
Sure. And Will wants to work the wheel because Steve can't do it by himself. He's driving.
He helped Dustin build it.
And Joyce is like, no way.
Oh, did he? I didn't catch that.
I think
he said he helped Dustin build it.
I need you to draw it. That's what I need you to do, sweetie. Okay. Circle. Yeah.
Mom, I can do things.
She wants Jonathan to do it, who's not, he's like still high from our, purple palm tree delight. I mean, maybe. And Hopper's like, you have to be sure I'll die. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, it's just your life on the line?
It's it's a wheel, right? Yeah, Will drew it. I saw.
Yeah. I was in the room when he drew it.
He's weird because he doesn't want to go with Steve, right?
I'm 90% sure on that, but I think it maybe is a little bit of like, why is my mom being this way to Will?
Yeah.
I think you're right though, that we're supposed to read it like I don't want to hang out with Steve.
I think it's all those things. He doesn't want to go with Steve. He's a little weirded out by why Joyce is being that way to Will, but also I don't think he's 100% confident in himself figuring it out.
He's like, that's not my thing. I don't turn wheels. I climb ladders.
Yeah.
What does Jonathan do?
I mean, he
doesn't take photos anymore.
Pardon?
Hangs out with Nancy.
Doesn't take photos anymore. But I mean, if you want to talk about useless members of the crew, it's Jonathan and Mike. And I know Mike's supposedly the heart, but come on. That's just them trying to give him a job.
Jonathan's the dick and balls.
You hype us up, guy. Like that's Mike's job. Like that's so lame. If we all save the world, and I was like, "Good job, guys. I just don't feel like I pulled my weight," and you guys were like, "No, dude. Like you made me like so like in such a good mood while we were out there." I thought I'd be like, "Fuck you."
I was kind of turned on the whole time.
There was that part when I was fighting the dragon, and you came and you're like, "Yeah, do it." Dude, I don't know what I would have done without you saying that.
It's the way you said it.
I couldn't have done it without you. But Steve and Jonathan have to work together. Neither of them are happy about that.
Halfway happy.
Hopper hops in the tunnel, says bye to Joyce. It's a really cute moment. And Holly made her little Holly the hero. What is it? Holly the hero?
Holly the heroic?
Holly the heroic. I was close. Into a necklace. It's just a bead necklace,
Oh, I didn't catch she put that. I saw that she was beading, but I didn't see that
I'm
she
almost
put it on
positive
there.
that's
so
her
cute.
figurine. Yeah. Her she turned it into like a talisman.
That's so cute.
And Karen is yelling at Ted about Holly being crazy. Do you even know how old your daughter is? Oh, what number is that? 2? Talking about her drinking. She's got maybe a little drinking problem. Just like Holly.
It was funny when she pours out the wine and then finishes what's left in the bottle from the bottle.
Well, that's a little bit later, but yeah, we're on the right track with her being a little heavy of a drinker.
Now we know where Holly got it from.
And poor Holly, she's up there crying, listening to her parents fight, and her whole world's been fucked since she was born. This is crazy. Hopper's trudging through the tunnels. We get the crow's nest, the squawk, and they got their whole like setup here. They spot the 4 trucks. Burners are headed for the gate.
This team, I'm so happy they have kept this thing going where this ragtag group of kids and Hopper and Joyce can just make the most elaborate plans that just fucking work.
Yeah.
Like it's so smart. All of these ideas, like, man, I wish I was half as smart as you guys.
We got a bunch of geniuses and go-getters, you know? That's what happens.
Absolutely.
They burn, the trucks are moving in. Oh, we got a straggler. Wait, he's clear. And then Hopper sneaks into one of the trucks. They convoy through the gate and he's flipped, which is code for upside down.
That's dope.
He's flipped. Jonathan gets the signal.
Gum so loud.
Snipers do that.
Snipers chew gum.
It's true.
It's true. I get big red.
I got to chew on this gum and stay posted up or these Demogorgons will cut through Hawkins like a hot knife through butter. That's right. You knew it was coming. I missed.
Hot beans, I was aiming for his dick.
He shot Hopper in the leg trying to help him. Jonathan finds Hopper's signal. The van's on the move. Really great edit where it like pans into the marker on the overhead projector.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then he can hear them from the truck, so he can still communicate with them through the radio, which is interesting. Has that ever been the case before? Like the radio works in the Upside Down?
Ooh,
Because usually they do light brights.
you know what?
But they never had a radio. Oh no,
The only
Hopper
I can think of is Brenner, Shepard.
and Shepard.
Yeah.
Oh my God, are you okay?
Oh my God, Shepard, are you in there? Joyce.
I'm dead now. Yeah, that's interesting. I guess that does work. The Shepard's radio did work for a while till he died. But the truck's moving faster than normal. What's that about? They hit a bump. Big car accident. Why were they moving faster? Did they see the Demogorgon? They were trying to run it over?
Yeah, when you see something cross the road, you want to speed up so they go under the tires and not into the windshield.
10 points. Jonathan's losing the signal and then does find the signal again. Why would they stop? What's going on? 11 jumps the gun. They know he's there, but they don't. That's not what's going on at all.
She says there are too many, he can't take them.
Soldiers. She knew that he couldn't like shoot off all the soldiers, but that's not going to be the
okay.
issue either. Will gets the goosies. And of course, no one's paying attention because why would you pay attention to Will? He's supposed to be coloring. They can hear the Demogorgon on the radio. Joyce is like, oh no, not the. That's a bad sign. The lights are blinking.
Did the Demogorgon get on the radio? Like, I just want to announce my presence here.
Yeah. Oh, hi.
Oh, hi, it's me, Demogorgon.
The truck driving with Hopper takes off, panicked. Hopper gets shot.
Oh, that dude's like, I'm fucking leaving.
Yeah, I would too. I respect the shit out of that guy.
Sure.
Hopper gets like a ricochet from the barrel in the back of the truck into his leg or side.
Because one guy gets attacked by the Demogorgon as he falls down. He has like a spray of bullets.
He's spraying and
towards the
praying.
Truck. Yeah.
That should look like it
It's
hurt.
different than the pull and pray. It's the opposite.
It is, sure is.
Yeah. But the driver gets killed. The truck crashes into a tree. And then Will falls to the ground. Everything is going to shit. The power box is exploding and shit, and the squawk. Everything is going not well.
But did you mention that Will can see like the POV of the Demogorgon?
I didn't. Andy did like at the top of the show and his overall thoughts. He does like a werewolf thing. You know what I mean? Like a
interesting.
a warging kind of thing. Like
He's
Bran.
never done that before.
Yeah. And like, it's like he's seeing like heat seeking shit. Like the bodies are like lighting up with warmth and shit.
Yeah, it appears he is seeing through the eyes of the Demogorgon,
Totally.
which is fascinating.
Because they don't have eyes.
Oh, that is fascinating. Maybe they do in their mouth, like a Beetlejuice kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, but he's galloping along to the Wheeler house. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Hopper can't reach anyone, so he runs into the woods. Joyce is trying to wake Will up, and the Demogorgon is galloping up to the Wheeler house. Or we can assume that that's the Demogorgon because it's got the infrared heat signature and
POV.
such. Not, yeah. Maybe it's got like a
I think it shows an exterior shot of it running as well.
Oh, really?
I think so.
But Will wakes up. I saw it. The Demogorgon. It's coming for them. Who? And he looks at Nancy.
And Nancy's like, oh, my dream from season 4 is coming true.
And then Nancy's like, shh. Nancy walk him down Wheeler. Grabs 11, who's really going to do everything, and says, we got this. Let's go. I would do that every time. I'd be like, I'll fucking handle it. Elle, let's go.
I love how Robin's with them, and she's like, Robin, you go over there and do something else.
Can you get the power back on? Yeah. Maybe. I love that response because it's like, I have no idea.
Will made it most of the episode without crying.
That's true.
You know, that's pretty
true.
good.
He's getting better. Yeah. Ted's out hitting golf balls.
Good for him.
And Karen is getting...
What was he hitting the golf balls towards?
Hopefully the pores.
They live in a neighborhood.
Yeah, fucking...
Sometimes on a clear night, I can hit the old buyer's home.
Eating my bacon.
A couple years ago, I hit their dog Chester and took him out. From here.
Dang. Yeah, he's hitting golf balls. Karen's getting wasted in the kitchen, and Holly's just in her room crying, and her lights start blinking. We know that that's not good. The Demogorgon has reached the Wheeler house in the Upside Down, and this Demogorgon is like season 1 Demogorgon. It's able to just create a gate right then and there. Mm-hmm. Just all I gotta do is bust through the wall. Here I come.
Well, according to because I was trying to research some of these questions that we have about the way the world works.
The science.
And apparently Demogorgons canonically can make their own smaller temporary gates if a larger gate is already open, and that's why it was able to kind of make gates in season 1
through the tree and whatnot.
Yeah. So does this mean there is a larger gate already open?
Literally the largest one we've ever seen.
Yeah, it's huge.
Not a season 2 large, but pretty large.
Pretty large.
I thought you were going to say turns out they can make a smaller gate if the plot calls for it.
That is also true.
Who are you so wise in the ways of science?
Marty B.
And that's it. The Demogorgon busts through Holly's ceiling. That's the end of episode 1, season 5. Oh my God.
How do you end it there?
Everyone else didn't. We are the only losers that are sitting here talking about what's going to happen to Holly.
Yeah, we're like, what's that Mr. What's It? And people are like, we already know.
Oh my God, these fucking guys with the MadLibs. Well, that's the end of our recap. We've still got our favorite moments, our Easter Eggos, our favorite performance, all that good stuff, and the MadLib, of course, after another brief break to hear from one of our sponsors.
Welcome, Stream Fiends. My voice is shot because I just got back from the live show, and it's actually November and a time for reflection, for gathering close and giving thanks. And here at Streaming Things, we have so much to be thankful for. And before we close out today's episode, it is time to honor a very special tradition. That tradition where we take a moment to give heartfelt thanks to the supporters who help keep this podcast rolling like a Thanksgiving Day parade, our super patrons. These are the generous souls who contribute $25 or more each month, and they truly are the gravy on our mashed potatoes. So thank you to Aaron Armstrong, A.K. Ashley Ray, Albus Stinkpot, Alexis Adler, Anthony Corona, Apple of Andy's Az, Arson Wells, Ashley Powers, Brett X, Brianna Williams, Kaylee Sampson, Charlie Friday, Daniel Pack, Elpander, Emmy, E. Scramo, Haley B, Hootie Hoo, Jay Rich, Jer, Jim E, Joe Velez, John Collins, Josh Stitch, Jay Screamo, Just Liz Calabria, Justin, Jadinklage Morgoon, Kalisha Reeves, Lady Trashley, Lil Tickler, Mandy Joe, Maddlestat, Mitchell, Narvel Toughnuts, Nice Guy Eddie, Paula Garcia, Peaches, Rabbit Dog in a Barbie Car, Rebellious Angel, Sean Callahan, Sean Myers, Sun Loving Mortal, Suzanne Road, Susie Callahan, Svento 7, That Brenda, Trisha Bueller, Upside Down Canuck, Xander Barbarian, Casey McCain, and Enza. Thank you all so much for supporting Streaming Things, and thank you to the other patrons who support us as well. Now, no more delays. Let's get back to the episode.
And we're back. We found the chocolate pudding, our top 3 favorite moments of episode 1. Commence. Andy, take us home.
My number 3 is the big Demogorgon attack at the kind of climax of the episode where Hop gets shot. Will is seeing the first person perspective. The electricity is exploding and the squawk, like all hell's breaking loose. It's just fun. It's ramping. For an episode 1, this is some fucking action. It was dope.
We've already seen soldiers ripped apart.
Yeah, man.
Nuts. My number 3 is the opening flashback in the very beginning. Just because it's fun to kind of go back and see events that we've seemingly already knew what happened through a different lens. Because now we know that the Demogorgon got Will from Castle Byers, brought him to the library, and was working for Vecna. That is confirmed. That was a big, long rumor for the longest time. And it's good to see Vecna in that space and just this whole, like, we're going to make beautiful things together, William. And he's just such a neat bad guy. He's got a lot of aura and presence to him. So it's fun to see him again. And I'm just really curious to see how they're going to bring Will, make Will's experience a much bigger part of the story than we previously thought. Because I think that's what they've said they're doing this season. And I'm excited to see where that goes.
My number 3 is, I think, if I'm being honest, oh man, I've got 2 things. I know my 2 and 1. I'm competing with 3. I think it's the same as Andy's. Because if I do, no, I'm going to be honest. It's not. I love that.
It's good shit.
My number 3 is Elle's training session. Ooh. I was kind of taken by surprise by that. I love, like we talked a lot about where they're not, Mike's really fun to be around again and they're not walking certain things back and being annoying and holding back. But also I feel that way so strongly with 11, that she's just locked into this battle mode. She probably feels guilty for not fully defeating Vecna last time. Totally. And we don't have to done so many like backsliding sessions each season because they have to nerf her kind of to like create tension. And now they've got such a big threat. They don't need to nerf her. So it's so fun. And I just had a blast. And I love that editing trick where we thought that the government was chasing her. And then that poor random lady's like, here. And what's funny is if she was just trying to escape quarantine, they weren't even trying to get her. Not really. Like they don't actually care. And they're like, she just has the worst luck of all time.
She wore the wrong outfit, man.
That's my number 3. Andy, your number 2?
Yeah, I'm back and forth on my numbers 2 and 1. I think I'm gonna do the conversation between Mike and Holly.
That's such a
your
good
mystery
moment.
friend, your Mr. What's It, and because like it's just like we talked about, it's just a reminder of like the stakes and the impact not just on the core gang, but the outlying characters that have been living with this as well, and the trauma that baby Holly has been dealing with this whole time. Good for her for getting sober. And it's just so sweet that, he gives her the little Holly the heroic thing. And I think that that's going to come back in a big bad way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's my number 2 as well. For everything you just said, it's a great way to showcase this character, but also I think it's instrumental in grounding Mike back to what he was promised to be and what he needs to be, the heart of the show. And like you said, it's the first time he's really interacted with his baby sister this whole fucking show. And it's good to see that he has some warmth and care, and he wants to be a good older brother, because the only other time we see him being a sibling is when he's stealing Nancy's money, under normal circumstances. When it's like actual go time, he's a cool brother. But like, it was just good to see Mike back.
Absolutely. My number 2 might be silly, but it's actually Hopper talking to Joyce about why he's being so hard on 11. But it culminates in the, did she actually beat the time? The second despair. And he's so proud of her. So like underneath it all, he's actually like, oh, she crushed it. It's so impressive. Because that was her, 6th run? Mm-hmm. And she'd already broken her all-time record that day once. And then she did it again. So he's like, no fucking way. I got to lie. That's crazy,
Wasn't expecting her to be this awesome.
Yeah, it was just, I took a lot of joy in that moment. Andy, you're number 1.
My number 1 is Dustin going to visit Eddie's grave and getting jumped by Andy and company and fighting back like a badass. It's fucking dope to see him like just come into his element like that. It's such a fun transition for that character. And I'm so interested to see where they go with it.
Yeah, what they're doing with Dustin is very interesting this season. My number 1 is I'm coming at it from a similar approach where it's 2 characters, and I'm really interested to see where they go with this plot line. And that's when Will catches Robin.
Ooh, I love it.
And Vicky kissing. That's such a big moment for that character because he is closeted. He's not able to be who he is around everybody, and to see that in somebody that he's friends with, there's a number of ways they can take that, where that could be an awakening for him, or where he thinks like, oh, I can come out and tell my friends who I really am. Maybe he'll be a little jealous and a little hurt about it that Robin's able to do that. Maybe Robin will take him under his wing, and that'll be a fun pairing. Robin and Will, I think I would love to see them interact some more. Clearly they don't interact that much if he's going, Rockin' Robin, me, William from work,
Miss Buckley.
But yeah, that was the moment out of everything that happened this episode, surprisingly was the one that was the most, ooh, where are they going to go with that?
It's me from work. We've all run into that coworker.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, fuck.
Got me making out again.
My number 1 is also Dustin, but I didn't even think to include the fight, which I was so impressed by how well he fought back. But just when he first show him and he's wearing the Hellfire Club shirt, and I saw the hair and the shirt, and I was like, oh, fuck yeah. I know what they're doing. He's pissed off. He's hardcore. You know what I mean? And I was so tickled, but also like it feels like such a true continuation of his character arc at this moment. I love it. I think it's so awesome and profound. And then where it goes later with the fight is really, really cool. But yeah, just him walking through the halls and then talking shit, because Dustin's never been a coward. He's just not like a physical guy.
Yeah.
And so when he's like, oh, sorry, I was fucking your mom last night, like that's not Dustin. He's always trying to talk his way out and, trying to de-escalate situations, and he's screeching and getting, and he's just not that. He learned a lot from his loss of Eddie. And I think it's profound. I love it. Mm-hmm. So that's my favorite moment of episode 1, which brings us to our Easter Eggos, all the pop culture references that we can identify. It's pretty tough to do live. I think I got a few. Some of them I made up, like I always do.
I got a few.
Andy, we'll start with you. We'll go around the room until we all run out.
Totally. Holly is reading A Wrinkle in Time.
She is.
Yeah.
Which is fun.
That's a pretty apropos book for this story.
Yeah.
A girl traveling through space and time to rescue her scientist father?
Yeah.
Sure.
Alternate dimensions. Stuff
Sure.
like that.
I wasn't fighting you. I was just being funny.
Maybe it is foreshadowing some kind of arc that she's going to go.
Oh, Steve, I'm going to shit all over you. Literally.
Ooh.
Ew.
Hold on. Let me.
It's not that big a deal, but we had there's a little thing I don't think we have to check anymore because I haven't read this book since I was a kid. Do you know one of the characters' names in this? That one of the 3 celestial beings?
In A Wrinkle in Time?
Will.
Good guess. Mrs. What's-It.
Oh, shit. That's why she got that name.
Mrs. What's-It, Mrs. Who, and Mrs. Which.
Okay.
Yeah, so Mr. What's-It, she's named after her Wrinkle in Time book, which, by the way, it shows this book.
Mr. What's-It, is that the good one? Is it the bad one? Does it say?
It just says one of 3 celestial beings, the mysterious. I don't remember if they're good or bad. I'll be honest with you. I think they're good.
I don't remember. I just read it like 2 years ago. I don't remember
the dark evil force that they confront is known as It.
Pennywise?
I know. Interesting. Mr. What's-It. But it shows that book 3 times in this episode. And it's like, oh, we get it.
Yeah. This is important.
You took it from an Easter Eggo to a no fucking shit the 3rd time, you know?
Hey, I felt good about that.
Steve.
I'm going to talk about the title, The Crawl. It took an embarrassingly long amount of time while we were watching this to realize they were talking about dungeon crawls, which is just something you do in D&D and in video games. You go through a dungeon and you get some loot and stuff. But going into this episode, in my mind, I was like, oh, I know what this Easter Eggo is. It's the first episode of the season. They're going to be setting up the plot for the entire season or movie, if you will. Star Wars does the same thing with their crawl at the beginning, opening crawl of their movie. So it's gotta be a Star Wars reference. And I had that. I was so fucking confident in this. I wrote this down before the episode started, and then halfway through they're like, "Oh, it's dungeon crawling." I'm like, "Well, I'm still gonna say it."
I'm gonna cheat a little bit because I got a good one. Murray's fake name, Austin Milbarge, is the name of the main character in the movie Spies Like Us with Dan Aykroyd from 1985.
Oh, good catch.
Andy.
I'm going to call out one that probably wasn't what they intended, but it's my head.
In your heart.
In my heart, they're referencing Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix when they do the first-person perspective of the Demogorgon attack and Will experiencing it.
Padfoot?
Harry experiences the snake attacking Mr. Weasley as he's guarding the weapon in the Hall of Mysteries and thinks that he's the monster.
That's so funny, Andy, because I had that same thing written down for a completely different movie.
Ooh, what is it?
I have it written down for Predator.
Oh, okay.
Because not only is it the heat vision thing, but when they cut to the POV, there's the sound effects that I think it's the same one even of whenever they cut to the Predator's version where it's that quick little noise that happens when they first do it.
I got you both beat, and the much more likely genesis of this shot.
Give it to me, baby.
The Terminator. Because it does the thing from his point of view. It doesn't have any data, obviously, but
before he killed anybody, if you notice in the corner, it said casualties 0.0.
Well, because Linda Hamilton's in it, I thought maybe they were.
Oh, yeah, that could be Linda Hamilton,
like a T thing. Yeah, so the one I was gonna. Oh no, you have a new one because you were just piggybacking Andy's from
I can do another one?
pizza dough freezer.
Well, your boys got to call out the mention of the snake being called Jake the Snake is obviously a direct reference to WWF superstar Jake the Snake Roberts.
That's right.
The master of the DDT.
DDT.
Yeah. You know it. My boy knows ball.
That's back when I watched, way back then. Yeah.
What was the snake's name? Do you remember his snake's name?
I thought it was Jake.
No, he's Jake. He's Jake the Snake.
His
His
think it was
snake is
Timothy.
named. You're so close. It was Damien.
Okay.
The son of Satan?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Trust me.
It's cool how the finishing moves just become regular moves as things progress, you know?
I know.
Because like a mere 5 years later, a DDT was a standard move.
Yeah, everyone's doing DDTs now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know that Children of Men has been said by the Duffers to be a huge influence on this season. I'm now thinking it is, like your prediction was correct, Steve, that it was just a kind of overall vibe of the town being in quarantine and stuff like that, or the dystopian vibe in general.
Put a pin in that.
A pin there.
I have another thought for what they're referencing at a Children of Men, but it hasn't happened yet. If I think it happens,
Okay.
I'll let you know.
But I also got way stronger vibes from something else that I know they pull from a lot for this show. And that's The Last of Us, especially with Hopper and Elle. But just the whole vibe of the town, like the kind of dystopian society that we have in Britain in Children of Men in 2027 is much more advanced. And this is very kind of rough and dirty, like the hatches in the ground, the buses, and just the way that Hopper specifically moves through everything feels very Joel-y. And I think they're doing that on purpose, or at least maybe even subconsciously inspired by that, because I know that they're huge fans of that game. But that's kind of what I was wanting to shout out in general.
The whole design of the quarantine.
The codes and stuff feels like the Firefly stuff. And, you know, it's very cool. A lot of that is in Children of Men, which I rewatched this morning to prep for this as well. But yeah, that's what I was thinking. Andy, you got anything else?
Yeah, I'll call out the poster in Holly's room, An American Tale.
Yes.
Fievel hasn't gone west yet, but he will.
Somewhere out there. Nobody knows American Tale?
No.
The pale moonlight.
Dude, I used to fuck with that movie heavy. when I was little.
Fievel. Fievel.
Steve? What else you got, buddy?
There's another poster in her room. It's also her bedding in her room, Baby Holly, and that is Rainbow Bright. There's a Rainbow Bright poster, and her bedding is of the same franchise.
Big fan, apparently. It's only one season.
She likes bright lights and Rainbow Bright.
Anything that's bright.
Bright. When Linda Hamilton's character, Dr. K, was slicing open that creature from the Upside Down, it was very reminiscent of something, and I couldn't quite place it. I think it is something.
I think it's Alien.
That would be a very strong likely guess, and I think you're right. But you know what it is very reminiscent of is that goofy-ass doctor from Independence Day when he slices open that alien head.
Yeah.
And it cuts in the exact same angle on the scalpel, and the skin peels away just like that to reveal the brain.
The tentacle's going to wrap around her throat
And talk through her. Yeah, exactly.
No.
Is that glass bulletproof?
No, sir. Can we watch Independence Day again? Jesus.
Let's do it. Welcome to Earth.
I'll
Did
call
you know
out
that Will Smith did a National Geographic show called Welcome to Earth, where he...
Shut up.
I swear to God.
Are you so...
so fire.
Where can I watch this?
Geographic. Sorry, Andy. Go ahead.
Are you good? I'll call out the last poster. I think the last poster in Holly's room. She had a poster of Alf.
Oh, classic.
Hell yeah.
The little alcoholic puppet that she probably looks up to.
Totally.
Watch her around cats.
If Alf can get sober, so can I.
So Alf and An American Tale were both 1986 things, and it makes me wonder if they originally...
Because she had just watched them the year before.
For sure. But like typically when they have these pop culture things that are implanted, they're of the year that it's set in. And I'm wondering if like because the production got pushed back as much as it did, if it ended up being like the intention was 86 and they ended up making
And they're like, that still works. Yeah.
Totally.
Season 2.
Cats.
Cats?
They both hate cats.
Oh, shit.
Alf and the Mice in American Tale.
Totally.
I thought you meant Holly. I was like, where did we learn that Holly hates cats? Did she kill Muse in a drunken rage?
They thought it was the Demogorgon. It was just her. She punched a hole into that thing's chest. And Dart was just like, okay.
I guess I'll leave. I don't want to be framed for this.
I'll take the scraps. It's funny. You mentioned Children of Men. And maybe it's because I just watched this yesterday. I was getting some Great Escape vibes, specifically when they're like so coordinated on the radio, talking about like where the troop positions are, how they're like conveniently spying over things, going through tunnels, Hopper sneakily diving into the truck. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I watched the Great Escape
1,000%.
yesterday. I was getting a lot of that.
There's a lot of tunneling and stuff. I did see the body of Charles Bronson down there as well. That's probably a dead giveaway. No, that's a great call out.
Which, by the way, seeing a young Richard Attenborough in
wasn't
The Great Escape.
Wasn't that everything?
I was waiting for him the whole movie. When he showed him, like, oh my God, spare no expense.
And he's like a big part of the movie.
He's like I thought Steve McQueen was like the main character of that movie.
The Cooler King isn't a huge part of it.
He's really not.
He just throws his baseball against the wall.
Yeah.
Does a great motorcycle sequence, but other than that,
sequence is dope.
I was surprised that I was so excited you were actually going to watch it because I was like, oh, he loves Richard Attenborough.
I do.
You guys keep saying that, and I keep thinking of David Attenborough, and it's not the same person.
Very, very similar.
Yeah.
The
British.
Demogorgon has a pedal face. A three-toed sloth.
Holly pulls another drink. I've got a couple easy ones that are like just things that they literally said. I don't want to do that.
Those are fun.
I think 11 is Rocky Balboa. I'm just going to say it.
All from her outfit?
She's got the shorts on, but it's the sweats.
Yeah.
And then it's a training montage. It's got to be a Rocky reference, right?
Yeah, and she got on top and started like, yeah.
She ran all the way to Philly in 12 minutes.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Andy.
I'm not above it. I'll call out things they directly
we
said.
got to eventually.
We got da-da-da-da-da.
Inspector Gadget.
There it is.
I was like, Miami Vice.
You said da-da-da-da, and my brain was like, it's a D-O-double-G.
It's the motherfucker D-R-E. Steve?
I will go for
gold.
Andy, you kind of alluded to this earlier, but when Mike is telling her about like in my campaigns, the heroes can't go back home because they've seen too much. So they go to a distant land and start over again. I think that's obviously a big call to Lord of the Rings and what happens with Frodo
Bilbo.
and Bilbo Baggins. Mm-hmm. We kind of talked about it earlier, but that's definitely a Lord of the Rings reference, I think.
Mike's going there and back again. Mm-hmm. Sorry. Miami Vice is another thing that is called out, I think, by Hopper. Come back home, watch Miami Vice. Mm-hmm. Andy?
Is it Robin that brings up The Wiz?
Yeah.
Michael Jackson plays the Scarecrow. Fun stuff.
She would have loved Wicked for Good.
Oh, I doubt it.
There is a Care Bear in Holly's room. That's something I saw in the background. Some more Care Bear love in the show.
I've got one I made up if you guys are interested.
I love that.
It's the only time I've ever heard this line delivery when Steve, I think it's Jonathan, while Steve's waiting to know when to drive, says, hold. That's Braveheart, baby.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
You think it's real an Eggo?
I think so.
Oh, my dude, up top.
Hell yeah.
My brain's like, every time someone says hold isn't Braveheart, and I'm like, yes, the fuck it is.
Was there a crocheted sign outside of Holly's door that just said hold as if to say do not enter?
No, it says Holly.
Oh, did it say Holly? Okay. Maybe it's just because my eyes are dog shit and we just saw the hold. I'm like, that's so fucking cool. What a cool ass kid.
No, it just says Holly. Please come in. I'm probably crying.
I just need love.
Let's see. You guys, did you hear what store is in the G1 sector?
Big buy.
Circuit City.
Yeah, classic.
Oh, yeah, throwback.
R.I.P. We hardly knew ye.
Friend of the pod, Phil, worked at a Circuit City for one day.
What happened?
Wow.
He went in and decided he wasn't for him.
Oh, he quit.
He just quit.
Okay. It's like, who would fire Phil?
He got his check for like $30.
That's a lot for one day back then.
Yeah.
Not that Phil's old. I'm just saying. Yeah. Minimum wage was probably $5.50 when he was there. So
it was a signing bonus. I'm going to do one that I'm making up.
Okay.
I'm probably reading too much into it, but in the very beginning, when Will leaps from tree to tree and he falls and he's saved by his backpack.
Mowgli. Jungle Book.
No.
Oh.
No. In my head, as soon as that backpack saved him, I heard the internal words from Jeff Goldblum in my head. from Jurassic Park: The Lost World saying, "Your lucky pack." Because Julianne Moore almost falls to her death, but her backpack saves her from certain doom.
It does.
Your lucky pack.
Interesting. She could have used that lucky pack in Children of Men.
Yeah, oh God. How would that have helped her in that situation?
Maybe she was holding it at her.
Hold it up against the windshield. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm starting to run out. Murray brings Steve some peanut butter boppers, which are a snack that came out in 1985.
I didn't know what boppers were.
I did not.
I got no joy from that. Okay. Are you familiar with boppers?
I
was just like, that must be a thing.
I know what a bop it is.
Dude, I had forgotten all about these, but then he pulled them out like, holy shit, I remember those. Look at that shit. Doesn't that look good?
No. Looks like what comes out when you eat too many boppers.
Oh God, it's creamy, real peanut butter.
Put it right back in.
No, this is how you know it's good. This is how they describe their own product. Real, creamy, real peanut butter and more.
And other things.
That's how you know it's good.
Okay. I got nothing. I'm cashed.
It's me. I have like...
Andy might be. Are you cashed?
No, I got like 2 more. See, I think it's your turn though.
I have one more and then music.
Okay.
The one I have is Jaybird is wearing a The Fall shirt, which is an English post-punk rock band. The Fall.
Also a good movie by Tarsem Singh.
Mm-hmm. Andy?
My only other one that I wanted to call out was the old school Sunny Delight bottle that was at the breakfast table.
And the old school Gatorade too, with the glass Gatorade.
Yeah, old school Gatorade.
Oh yeah.
Very true.
Well, music, the ones I caught, obviously Will is singing Should I Stay or Should I Go by The Clash. Classic. Rockin' Robin by Bobby Day is the theme song for Robin's radio show. I think it's the Bobby Day version. It might not be. There's several different covers of that song, but I assumed it was Bobby Day. Upside Down by Diana Ross, of course, is a major song in this episode. And then lastly, we get some more Kate Bush running up that hill.
Mm-hmm.
How good is that? Because they use Upside Down by Diana Ross as like the trigger. They're like, pay attention to what she's about to say when she plays this song. Mm-hmm. That's fire.
Good code.
Upside down. Na 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 na.
Booby dooby. I was trying to help you.
Thank you.
I don't even know the song.
Thank you for the boobies
it's called
and the doobies.
Booby dooby. Is that the end of our Eggos?
I think so.
Now it's time for our 11 out of 10 performance, our favorite performance of episode 1, season 5. Andy, lead the way.
Good gravy. There's a lot of really, really good performances in this episode. I am going to give it to Gat Matarazzo for his, I don't want to call it a heel turn. It's more like a badass turn. You know what I'm saying? I just
heel
love,
to faces turn.
Exactly. I don't know what's in the water in Hawkins these days, but man, he's turning it up to 11. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. I'm also giving it to Gatton.
I'm happy to announce the first episode of season 5 is a We All Everybody.
Woo! We all
Matches.
everybody.
I choose Gaten Matarazzo as well. He's doing so good, and he's got so much gravitas with his mourning of Eddie, and he is the audience surrogate because we were all still mourning Eddie, and everyone's doing their job, everyone's doing their thing, but Gaten's got the most to do so far.
I want to see Vecna's heart on a platter.
That's right. Then I'm gonna put my hand in, but I'll tell you, I want to let you know the weight of it, and I'm wearing rings now, bitch. Which I looked up because Eddie wore rings a lot. None of those are like similar to the ones Eddie wore, unfortunately.
Oh, interesting.
That I could see at least. But I do think it's still like an Eddie thing that he's wearing those now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, that's our nomination. There's only one thing left to do, and that is to read the monstrosity that we created. Steve, lay it upon me.
It's time for the Mad Libs. We're going to find out the story that you two crafted at the top of the episode. This Mad Lib, to remind you, was submitted to us by a listener of the show on Discord, Lavender Hayes. So thank you, Lavender, for writing this episode, this story titled Greetings from a Demogorgon. Now, they did write, in parentheses, to be read entirely in the Demogorgon voice.
Oh, wow.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay, thank God.
I hate to pop your bubble, but this is really long to be a showtime. Okay, here we go. Hi there. My name's the nerd from the Gummy Clusters, and I'm your snotty neighborhood Demogorgon. Things have changed a lot in the last few years. It's been caked up, to be honest. But when Henry showed up here, suddenly everything became scary. Scary. Sorry, can you read my own handwriting? He made himself the whale tail of our dimension. And now fellas like me are just his lowly droids. So yeah, we have to pretty much pluck for him, even though he just showed up one day and no one asked him to. But since he made the Upside Down, there's been a lot more to reach. I can sassily sneak in and out between worlds and hunt. Once I snacked on a couple of beavers. But when I get my teeny tiny little Amdullah Amlangata into human flesh, boy howdy, what a treat. I even ate a stubborn-ass hair on a biscuit girl named Barb. That I promise nobody misses. Man, she was uncomfortably moist. Lately, it seems our boss is getting stronger. He's got this massive booty hole that he uses to entrap victims and steal their condom wrappers. The more he slaps, the more stoic he gets. Wonder who his next Lego brick will be. So yeah, that's my fuzz. I hope you vomited a lot from what I had to say. And I hope you'll come visit me in the Upside Down sometime. Later, peepees.
He's got this massive booty hole he uses to steal condom wraps. Oh, man. Well, that's kind of what we do here at Streaming Things. If you're new to the show, welcome. Again, we watch one episode at a time. You're probably finished with part 1 by the time you listen to this. God bless you. But tomorrow, we're going to have episode 2 released, and then the next day, episode 3, and then by Saturday, the 4th episode. So all 4 episodes of part 1 will be done mid-weekend. Hope you have a good Thanksgiving. If you're new to the show, thank you for listening. Again, you can email the show to share your thoughts at streamingthingspod@gmail.com. We will probably almost certainly do a mailbag between parts 1 and 2.
Mailbag.
And also at patreon.com/streamingthings. If you do have some extra change to spare and you want these episodes ad-free and a whole host of hundreds of other bonus episodes that are available on there.
Lots of bonus episodes on movies we've covered on Patreon that inspired Streaming Things, such as Terminator 2 Judgment Day, which we just did this week.
Yeah, about 25 or so of the big movies that inspired this show have been covered over there by us. But thank you for listening. That's all the time we have for right now. We've got to go return some videotapes to Keith. My name is Kit.
I'm Andy.
And I'm Steve.
And this was Streaming Things, streaming Stranger Things.
Later, peepees.
I was going to do that.
By farting.
Got a fart?
He didn't have to clear his throat, but he didn't want to be left out.
I'm helping.
I am yelling.
I'm a part of this.